And we're live. Mike Zano, how we doing, buddy?
Doing great, Scott Bossman. How are you? I feel bad we missed our nightcap. I had to work last night, so
Hey, that's all good. It probably didn't hurt us to have a night off. My Thursday morning felt pretty good.
we have to double down on that drinking tonight, Scott.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I actually fell prey to some marketing. Did I tell you that? I got a new scotch. It's a peaty scotch, and it comes from, how do you say this? Islay. Someone out there might know. Ishlay. It's like an island off of Scotland, maybe.
Okay.
I think they're known for peaty scotch. And so I picked up this one, and it looked like it was a Christmas bottle, so I thought maybe it was like very rare, and I loved it. It was like incredible, so I went back and I bought the last 3 bottles that they had, and yeah. But come to find out, you can get it anywhere.
Oh, they got you. You're a sucker. They reeled you in. People are good at reeling it. I mean, it happens in anything, right? It happens, the newest electronic gadget. It happens with, eventually they get you. It happens in the land business. People, we were talking about this a little bit earlier today, people sometimes have a tendency to overspend when they're first getting started on stuff that maybe they don't need.
Dude, I'm guilty because I'm constantly signing up for stuff, not just land related, but I'm in front of the computer quite a bit, and if something comes up, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, I need to have that. Click, and then right upstairs, my bookkeeper Laura, what did you just sign up for? Right away. Like, how does she know? How does she know?
How does she know that, Laura?
But I can counterbalance that by the fact that every day there's a new delivery from Amazon at our front door, so I can come back to her and say, well, what about this?
There you go. Yeah, you guys have
experienced that, this new phenomena of Amazon coming to your house like every day?
Because
they deliver everything?
Yeah, I'm pretty used to that.
Literally, every day.
Pretty soon, Amazon's delivering groceries now. You're probably in the market.
My pantry. We got it yesterday.
Did you really?
Yes.
Now, what about the small businesses in the area? Do you want to you taken away from mom and pop, dude?
I hear you.
All for our convenience.
This is great because this kind of was, you and I were talking a little earlier about how this relates to there's 2 mindsets in the business. Some people can go stir crazy in the beginning and just get all these goodies, right? Go get the website. All these things that ultimately could be important, but in the beginning, we always say what? Stick to the fundamentals. The mailing, the marketing.
Yeah, it's all about the mailing and the marketing. That's what churns this business. That's what makes you get to the point where you're, replacing income and that type of thing. It's not this other stuff. I think there's a time and a place for these tools. But I think you got to ask yourself when you're first starting out, and there's a balance, right? Like, we continually struggle with this balance. We want to have, we don't want to have too many subscriptions, but then we don't want to not use some things to help scale our time, because our time is very worthwhile. It's the value of our time, right?
Yeah, we were saying that. People might be afraid to spend $10, but that'll save them an immense amount of time. And, there's a fun way. I think someone told me a long time ago, figure out what your times were. Take whatever you make per year. So if somebody made $100,000 in a year, cut it in half and take the zeros off. So you work $50 an hour. So look at how long it takes you to do a certain task, right? So if it took you 4 hours, that's worth $200, right? And so is there a program in place that could take care of that for you?
Hey, say that again. I like that. So we'll use that time value, right? What's the value of your time? Say that again.
I didn't create this. It's a book out there. Somebody turned me on to the book years ago, but I think the basic way to just simplify it is take whatever you make per year, cut it in half, take the zeros off. So if it's $100,000, you're at $50,000, and then you're at $50 an hour.
Nice.
So if it's going to take you, time, like I was doing something earlier, like someone wanted to make a down payment in 2 seconds. It's like, I wanted that. 2 seconds later, I can change it in Geek Pay like that. Is that not one of the most insanely awesome functions of that program Mark created, that Geek Pay, that you can just create and guess what happens? As soon as someone uses that down, you can use it for scarcity because it goes away. Yep. Hey, I've sent that out to 5 people. hurry up and use it, because once it's used, it goes away. It doesn't work anymore. So you better, and believe me, that works. That fear of missing out, the scarcity, it moves people to action. So don't think GeekPay is just for tracking deals you've already created. It's for closing deals.
It is for closing deals. I love that you can embed that payment link on your website and you tell people first come, first serve. Fear of missing out, FOMO, like you said. And then, yeah, that's one of the best things since sliced bread since I've been in this business is GeekPay, for sure.
For the land business, it's incredible. It's priceless. It truly is. Like, it should be one of those old commercials. Like, what was it? Doing this $10, doing this $50. Setting a down payment link in GeekPay that vanishes once someone uses it. Priceless.
Priceless.
It's really priceless. It truly is.
Yeah.
And then you got people that might be like, well, I don't know, there's an expense to that. Of course there's an expense to it. I mean, it's expensive software. There's an expense to it. But guess what? It works. This is the kind of mindset shift in this business that can change everything. Like, I'm not going to worry about that subscription, right, when I know what it can do for the power of my business, how it can exponentially increase my productivity. Look at that. That's some words.
You're
I'm
on
going to put
fire.
that on the blackboard. Exponentially increase your productivity.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think, I was thinking about this today. There's just no better time to get into this business because some of these tools, which were created for the land business, specifically for the land business, you can just start using them like that. And it's something I'm jealous about. I didn't have, but it's there now for so many people. And GeekPay for $10 a month for the manual plan. Why wouldn't you do that? Just to keep track of your notes.
I say forget it. Go right for the whole thing. Listen. This business works. Let me tell you, everybody listening, Scott and I can tell you, the business works if you work it. And one thing that's important in this business is something that Scott Todd always says: money loves speed. So somebody says, "Hey, yes, I'd like to secure that property," and you're like, all right, let me see. And you're trying to figure that out. That's not speed. It's
right.
Like, sure, how much you want to fight? Boom, done. 2 seconds. There it is. I say go for the whole thing. If you believe in this model, don't dip your toes in Scott Nate's tacos, right? You and I dive in.
Yeah.
Take this business, make a full swing at it. Don't check swing.
Right.
The business.
Well, even the $99 a month plan, I mean, how amazing is it that all of your notes are automated with ACH? And since I started using ACH automation, like my default rate has tanked, right? Because it's coming out of their checking account, so you don't have to worry about it. I chase very few people.
To them, God. They can see it.
Right.
How many of your customers love the fact that they can go see what their balance is? They can go look at the land agreement because you attach it there. They can make a payment if they want. It's just, it to me provides credibility. When I say this, we use a professional loan software called geekpay.io, and they can go look at that. I mean, that's just talk about validation, right?
Yeah.
People say, how can I know you're real? Well, you show them that you use real tools.
Right.
Right? It's like showing up, a carpenter showing up to your house. Hey, Scott, you got a hammer? You wouldn't have to have a saw. Do you have maybe some screws? That's going to make you feel a little odd, right? You see these new commercials they have, the guy's like, he's in the lawyer's office. I don't know what business is. It's awesome. They're like, yeah, so you didn't know John. No, I had to. John died in a boating accident. My new name is James, but don't worry about that. It's like, yeah. Oh, the guy coming to heart surgery. You see these commercials, he's like, hey, it's my first one, but don't worry. I really want to do my best on it. Don't worry. It's my first heart surgery. The guy's like, in the bed going, no!
Yeah.
Like, don't be the guy that shows up at the door to do carpentry and asks to borrow the hammer, the nail, the compressor, right?
Yeah, it goes, this is a little bit of a preview for next week's roundtable. We were talking about this, right? We were just talking about how you want to place your trust in others who have been around the block, who have thousands of hours of experience. Like Mark Podolsky, how many thousands of hours of experience does he have in land investing? And I think about it compared to my physical therapy career, right? Like I don't know, I've been doing it almost 20 years. I can't tell you how many thousands of hours, I've done. Well, 40 hours a week for 4 weeks a month, right? So that's 160 hours right there. So 160 times 10 years is, times 12 times 10, right? We'll just call it 160 times 10 times 10. You're looking at 16,000 hours of clinical practice times 2 because I've been doing it for 20 years.
Crazy.
It's Mark Podolsky right there. Like, that's the guy that you want to put your trust in learning this business because he has been around the block. It's awesome. And then
somebody else said this, Scott, and this is going to apply to you in your physical therapy, probably me in the fire department, or Mark in the land investing. Like, and I don't know who said this, but I can't claim it. And I think we talked about it before, but it's like an expert who's made every mistake possible in a very narrow field of study. So over those 20 years, I'm sure we've firefighting for me for 20 years, you doing the physical therapy, you've made mistakes, right? So that makes you better now because you've made those mistakes, and you've learned how to recover from them, and those is what has, we talk about seasoning, right? A good maybe a pro boxer, seasoned. Well, he's been in some scenarios and survived them, and then when he's down in the trenches, he knows how to get out of there. So you want that person who's made all the mistakes possible in a very narrow field of study. That's an expert, and that's who you want to guide you, truly. We better stop. We're going to give away the podcast. We better stop.
No, it's a preview.
You're all tuned into that podcast. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, next Tuesday, Roundtable Podcast. It was a good one. But the other thing that comes with that expertise is he will then, he or she who's been doing that for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours, not only can they get themselves out of a trench, but they can assist others. And, like as a clinical instructor, as a physical therapist, I'm able to be a better teacher that way, a much better teacher. So, anyway.
Great topic.
Oh, wish we had some comments. I think I'm having some problems, though, with the feed.
Oh, should I look at the comments on my phone? Let me try.
See, because we're broadcasting in 2 spots, and I keep wondering if there are comments on one feed and not on the other. That's what I'm...
Oh, I got to turn that down.
So, anyway, if anybody's out there watching, if you have questions, throw them up in the comments.
Beard is looking good, Scott. Beard is looking good. That's from Paul Brewer.
Nice. Yeah, I did see that one.
Ken Green from Italy, my fellow martial arts buddy. How you doing, Ken?
From watching from Italy?
Yeah. He's an international man of mystery. I don't know if people know that.
I didn't know that about Ken Green.
Yes. John Burnett's on. Hey, guys.
Hey, John.
And, yeah.
John's had some really great advice in the Facebook group lately. So for those of you guys watching who are new to this, just use that search engine over on the side of the Facebook page and just type in John Burnett, and you're going to see just tidbit after tidbit of wisdom from that guy.
True. Very true.
I love this community because of that.
Scott, I don't know. Maybe we may have to move the nightcap to earlier in the day. Look how live we are.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we're very live, and but we only have 1/3 of the viewers, so it's
1/3 of not many is not a lot.
Right. Yeah. Although I did see today that one of our recent nightcaps is like 1,500 views. So
fake famous. Here we are.
Fake famous. All right, man. Well, hey,
if anybody didn't see it, rewind and watch this because I thought that we made some good points. Not to toot our own horns, but they're just really they're good points relative to the business. And I'm glad we talked about it. It's just a brief little hello here.
You can give it a catchy title when we're done here, and we'll entice people to watch.
Okay.
But what do we got coming up? So we got flight school. The next flight school, it's got to be full. It's got to be close to full.
Yeah. Doors closed on that. Next one coming up in March.
March 31st. Tuesday, March 31st is the next one.
Right. Boot camp's coming up in April. Definitely, if you've never been to one, you're gonna fall in love with it. The fact that you're surrounded by 60 to 80 people who are in a very narrow, niche, right? Nobody else there's not a lot of people doing this, so don't think there's. You're not going to go down to the local coffee shop and talk land investing with a few people. It just doesn't happen very often, right? It's a very small niche. So to have people together that understand and can motivate and inspire each other, it's amazing. So if you've been to one, come to another one.
Yes. And then another thing, let's see, 2 weeks from today, actually, March 5th, we are having a conversation live the Thursday the 5th at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, with Tate Litchfield about one-on-one coaching and what that looks like.
Awesome.
So
we had one not too long ago. It was incredibly informative. Everybody loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was well received last time. I think it was fun to be in a large group like that talking about coaching, and Tate always has some pearls of wisdom for sure. So look forward to that as well. And Nightcap, we're back next week.
I was trying to see the more comment, but I can't see them.
I know.
All
right, dude. Thanks for
everybody. Watch us in the rerun.
It's where we live.
And we're also on YouTube. Go like us there. Come on. Show us love.
All right. See you guys.
All right. Later. Bye.